Okay, we're gonna get started. It's 9:04. Usually we like to start right on time at 9 o'clock, but I knew we had a couple trying to get on, so we wanted to.
You're wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being on. Let's get this started and let's talk about what's working for you and your business this week. We love to share each other's ideas, and we always have, if you guys aren't familiar, Christina, why aren't your camera on? Rebecca is amazing at a lot of things, and she likes to share with us each week. And we also have Miss Jenny, who is doing a social media campaign that's working great. Jenny, what have you added to your social media campaign this week?
Well, just this morning I put a thing on about Mondays and it's Monday vibes. So
Yeah.
it's a picture from Snapchat that I put on there. But what I have, and like yesterday I did day 10 of birthday month or something. What I'm finding though is that more and more people are seeing it. Like all of a sudden I have high school friends on there that are commenting on things, and somebody actually shared it into our 19 class of 1978 class thing and said she's crazy, or she's just as crazy as she always was. And yeah, which, so it's good to know that in 50 years I haven't changed.
Yeah.
um but it's just, it's fun, it's getting a lot of interaction. And somebody said that, well, yeah, Jan asked me yesterday, she said, do you post a lot of Tupperware in your All About the Journey group? And if you're in there, you know that I don't. Every once in a while, if we have a really good sale, I'll put it in there. But what I do is when somebody comments on something, like if I put something in there about having a good day or um, doing things on my own time, and somebody says something like, I love being retired, but I'm getting kind of bored, I private message them because those conversations I like to have. I don't want it to be quote unquote salesy. I want them to know I sell Tupperware. I want them to know I love Tupperware, but that's not what that group's about. And I don't want them to not pay attention to the group because every other post is look what's on sale. So I do it that way, and I have a business page that I post a lot of sale items on. Um, Funny thing about that is I actually get more interaction on the private page than I do the business page. So that's kind of where that's at. I'm just, a lot of it's just checking it out to see what works right now. So
Ah. And if you guys aren't following her, you need to be her friend and follow her just to give you ideas, just to give, she's just stirring the pots what she's doing. All right. And
pretty
it's
much.
really, it's creating a buzz. And so stir the pot, create the buzz, stop the scroll is her whole idea. And have fun so that people are watching, because she'll sneak in that Tupperware business and she'll sneak in that Tupperware. And it's 80-20 rule. You need to have 80% of everything you're doing posting
You close out and go back in.
be other things for people, and family or whatever, and that 20% about the business and how this is going to help you make your life so much better. All right. All right. Anybody have questions for Jenny?
Charlotte's trying to get on, but it's it telling her to put a password in.
Double.
Double, all lowercase.
What was it?
Double,
Double,
all lowercase.
all lowercase.
Double.
Yep.
So this week's fun on All About Your Journey, guys, is the 70s. So
Okay.
I even put it was an interesting 10 years. And yeah, it sure was. So
Yeah. So you started out at 11 and you ended it at, oh, that's your teen years. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yes. Okay, so thank you, Jenny. And so creating that buzz is what it's about. So also, let's move on to somebody else. Who else is doing something that's been fun, revolutionary, or just piqued your interest? You can even share about, a couple of you were at Champ Camp. If you want to share anything about Champ Camp that you learned that you're going to implement and you're excited about, who wants to share? Okay, Melissa.
Please
Good
pray for
morning.
my mommy
Good
this week.
morning.
She's having a massive surgery on Wednesday. Um so please pray for her. But for my dad and me, I meal prep little meals for us because who wants to spend all the money in the hospital? when we
Right.
want to be close to the area that we need to be, so we know what's going on.
I agree with you,
So-
Rebecca. You don't want to go down to the cafeteria if you don't have to. That's a great idea. Yeah.
So this week is about meal prepping and giving support to my mom. So, and then
Okay.
I actually made meals so when she comes home that my dad can help. So, and he is so funny because he loves a pressure cooker now. Who
Aw.
would think to teach? I mean, my dad's getting up there in age and he just loves it. He's like, I can cook this and I can cook that. So,
Aw, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Did you give him recipes to he can be using, or did you show him the recipe site, or what did you do?
I gave him recipes, but I actually showed him how, and he made chicken noodle soup the other day. So he was just so.
That's awesome. What a wonderful
So
product we have for our elderly that
my
needs.
mom took a picture of him, so I put it in my VIP group. So
That is so cute. You should post that and what you're doing with your dad in the team page. We'd love that. You know that it's not always about how to make a sale. Sometimes it's about how this product is really making a difference. Okay. I will tell you in our champion team page, everything has to be approved because we had people sneak in and we're selling sunglasses. We've had people put things that are completely unrelated to Tupperware or our Tupperware families. And it's not about happy birthday so and so. It isn't. It needs to build the business. Okay. And so if it's not sweet, we delete. Okay. That's our little words. All right. Because it's there to build. And I'll tell you why. I want you to think for a minute. You might be really upset about the way your package came in or something like that from UPS. A, it's not Tupperware, it was UPS. But B, most important, you might have a brand new consultant on there thinking, oh, God, if my customer got that, I would be so embarrassed. I'm not going to do this. So you deflate her and you take away her joy and her excitement about the business because some random package, in BFF did not get delivered the way you wanted it. So, yes, so we cannot do that. We don't want to tear anybody down. Mostly our newbies are, and so that could have been your brand new consultant that walked away saying, "I'm not doing it. They don't have their act together on shipping or something like that." Okay, so always think. That's why. Just know why we're doing that. Okay, because I would love to just open it up, but not everybody's nice like us, right? And so we have to be careful. I have to protect you. And so it's not me being it's not me and the directors because every director is an admin. So you're not waiting on me to find it and approve it. All the directors are admins, but it's really important for you to realize I'm not being not a strict person. I am trying to protect. Okay. It's like not wanting your 2-year-old to walk into the pool by itself. No, no, no. That's not going to help you. Okay. That's not going to help you. All right. Anybody else want to share?
Okay.
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 Please, Barbara.
I never in my group or my parties ever used to do lives. And then one day I decided to start doing lives. And you know how you're not perfect. But you know
Right.
what? When I started doing lives and my friends started seeing the products and what you could do for the products, my one girlfriend called me up and she said, "But I bought the chip and dip and I can't believe you can use it for all those different things."
Yeah.
And I said, and I felt bad that I didn't tell you that you didn't do that. So I try when I do my lives to tell people that, Tupperware makes products and it's just not for one thing, a lot of the products. So a lot of people enjoy knowing the difference of what you can do with all the products.
That's right.
Oh,
Absolutely. Barbara, that is so wise. And do it anyways is what your motto needs to
so,
be. So seriously, do it anyways. Do it anyways. And you just write yourself a note. Do it anyways. Because you're
right.
gonna have a million reasons why you can't. My office isn't clean. I don't have the big enough kitchen. I don't, whatever, whatever, whatever. If you have a cell phone and you have a Tupperware bowl, you can go live. All right. And so do
Right.
it anyways. Do it anyways. Do it anyways. That's what you need to say to yourself. All right. I always love the idea of, hearing yourself say something negative and literally taking yourself and smacking yourself. Be your own boss. All right. You are your own boss.
Right.
So it goes both ways. Yes, you have the flexibility of scheduling yourself where you want to schedule, but you also need to know that you need to discipline yourself to do the job. You are your boss. And so be your boss. Okay. And tell yourself, no, and tell yourself, yes, be flexible with me. I'm my own boss. Okay. Give yourself a break every once in a while. But at the same time, structure yourself, structure your job, give yourself systems and work your systems. Okay. All right. Very, very good. Thank you, Barbara. That is excellent. You're such a pretty lady. You look like you're about my age. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look up your birthday. Okay. Great job. Who else wants to share?
I had somebody who wanted to say good morning,
I
Pam.
know, I can tell, sweet girl. How are you today, sweetheart? Are you helping your grandma work? Yes.
She can hear you. You can
Yes.
How
speak.
adorable.
Yep. Yep. And once again, I want to tell you how very family oriented we are at Champion. And they are not our excuses of why we can't do business. They are a reason why we do business.
Yeah.
And so you work with them, work along them, love on them, teach them as you're working. I just love children. So, and I love that little girl. She's precious. She's precious. All right. I know that when my grandkids are around, it's very distracting because I want to love and play with them all day long. But at the same time, they are the reason why I do my business. All right. Okay. I love to leave a legacy. Just think about that. If you're at that age where you have grandchildren, let them be proud of you. Leave a legacy, make sure that they realize they see your discipline, they see your work ethics. All of my kids will tell you that they got their work ethics from mom and dad. They watched us build a business and we had them help build the business. They were workers in our business. And so it really is a phenomenal opportunity to, you can tell them all day long, but when you show them, they learn. Okay. All right. So who else wants to share something? Share, share, share. Okay. We're going to talk about recruiting this morning. Did you have something else, Melissa?
Oh, no, I just wanted to say, I know there's a couple people in here, Jan and Pam, and Jenny, of course, that were at your house this weekend. And first I want to say thank you, for you and the directors, because I know there was a lot of people in the background that helped organize that, but it was so much fun. I learned more than I thought I was going to. Especially about TikTok and some of the word choices. Jan's thing. If you guys have a chance that didn't go, watch those videos and then watch them again because you're going to catch something else. I have it in my schedule to rewatch those, even though I was there live, just because sometimes stuff kind of goes by. But Jan's demonstration was awesome. It was just kind of eye-opening on how to see other people. So thank you, Pam, for having us and putting everything together. And Bill now needs to go to Aldi's to buy hamburgers.
Yeah. So Bill got excited too. I love it. I love it. Love it. Yeah. She brought her husband, which was smart, because now she doesn't go home and tell him everything. She gets to go home and implement everything. So yeah, she skipped a step on processing there. All right. And so, yeah, all of the recordings will be posted. Soon. Okay, it's a lot of days to take and divide up. And so we post it like this training. So the different trainings will pop up. So you're not sitting there watching, 2 days worth of training. You're going to watch the training that you're most interested in first and just go through them the way you prefer to at your own pace. So, but it was amazingness, a lot of amazingness. Okay. And Jan did the DISC, which is the personality training. And like we said when we were doing it, it's not about although it's important for you to realize and see what you are, it's part of the fun. But it really more is about learning to recognize what other people's personalities are so that you can help benefit your business towards their needs quicker and easier. And so you might realize that somebody is a C personality. Well, in order for them to buy the grill, they're going to have to know that they have recipes because they love organization, they love recipes, they love, detail and facts. All right. You might find a high I. She'll never look at the recipe page. You better tell her what to make in that grill right now because she's never going to ever touch it again if you don't tell her and get her excited now. And she'll be thrilled and sell a million of them if she can do her chicken in 5 minutes. If you tell her 5 minutes on each side, boom, done. She's going to be like excited and she's going to sell a lot of them, but she ain't going to the recipe page. So, because that's a high I personality, all right? And so just understanding the different personalities really makes it fun. It makes your business easier because you aren't offending people as easy or you're not frustrating people as easy because you're recognizing their personality traits and they're going to like and what they need from you in order to be servicing them properly and at their need. Okay. And so we have a tendency to want to treat everybody like we want to be treated. And a lot of times that's really, really good, except for the fact if you're a high I and you just recruited a C, which you probably didn't because she thinks you're crazy. But but if you are a high I and you'll have a tendency to bring in other high I's, but then high I's don't follow through all the time. So you have a lot of people that come in and leave. All right. And so the C and the D and the S are the ones that stick in the business the longest usually. I will tell you, I came into this business as a high I. And you will change your personality traits from time to time as you season your business, as you grow in your business, your business will change a little bit. But using your strengths of each personality. And there's nothing wrong with any of them. They're all great people. All right. Great personality traits. And you always have that secondary too. So as ID when I joined Tupperware and now my personality trait goes usually DI. But I depends on the day. If my grandkids around, I might pull up my S pretty high. So because an S is really a nurturing personality. All right. All right. So let's talk about recruiting. Recruiting, we always say Rita. How many of you have ever heard Rita before? And you can get a little doll and call her Rita and have her sitting on your desk. And she's to remind you all the time that recruiting is the answer. RITA. Okay. Recruiting is the answer to your Tupperware business. Recruiting builds energy. It builds momentum in your team. It builds team spirit. People see new people come in and feel like they've made the right decision because there's still people coming in. And so it gives them, confirms to them that, hey, this is the place to be. And yeah, we're on a great team. Recruiting builds income for you and it maximizes your Tupperware paycheck to higher levels. The more recruits, the more people you have working on your team, the more money you're going to make. Just think of it this way. If I was Ray Kroc and I was opening up McDonald's, he opened up one and had huge success with it. So he opened up another one and another one and another one and another one. If he had never opened up those extra McDonald's, he never would have made the billions upon billions of dollars that he made because he didn't open up more franchises. And so every time you bring a recruit in, you're opening up another franchise in your company. All right. And so look at it that way and think of it that way because that is going to help you understand the need for you to recruit to build your paycheck. All right. And many hands light work. So when you have a great team working together and as you bring them in and you build that team spirit, you're going to see that, this girl really loves to demonstrate the stack cooker. Let's let her in your little group or team page or whatever. And that's what's the strength of Champion. We have a lot of people working the business. And instead of asking the same girls to train every single Thursday, you see it mix up a little bit. And that way people have the right to, go to PTA or something like that, because sometimes things happen on Thursday. They didn't ask us before they planned the date. And we're like, what? You can't do that on a Thursday. That's my team meeting. But life happens out there. Okay. And so just think about how important it is to make your business flow better and have more success. The more you have in your bucket, the easier sales challenges will become. And I will tell you, one of the things I realized real early in my business is I was so driven and I wanted so badly to make these goals and achieve these dreams that I have. And I would bring people in, bring people in, bring people in. When I had a smaller team and somebody called me and said, I just want to let you know I'm pregnant. I got morning sickness. I'm having a little bit of an issue. So, I need to slack off just a little bit, just try to take care of this a little bit. First of all, girl, you're going to be sick if you're at home or if you're out working. So come on, buckle up, buttercup. But that's just me. I don't say that. I just think it. All right. But I will tell you that when somebody calls and says that, I liked having such a large team that instead of being thinking, oh no, I'm not going to be able to make my car payment, or oh no, there goes another, I'm not going to make this goal or that goal or whatever. Instead of thinking that, I didn't have to because my team was so large that I knew that other things were good. Other people were on the team were going to really help make a huge difference, and it wasn't going to be affecting my bottom line. And so because of that, I could say, you know what, Jenny, I'm so excited about your pregnancy. I'm so excited. So when's the baby due and what can I do to help you get through this time right now? Jenny's like, don't even. But that was funny. All right. All right. Um, Adding team members adds more parties in your day in your lineup. So, if you have two team members and both of them have two parties, then you've got four. But if you've got five team members and all of them have two parties, you've got 10. You know how quickly it is to duplicate yourself by bringing people in that want what you want. So duplicate yourself by recruiting and bringing people into the business. Our business opportunity is the only offer in the catalog or that we have. The business opportunities, the only thing that we're literally selling that can change your life. Okay. Yes, our grill is amazing. Yes, our pressure cooker is amazing, but our opportunity can change their life. Okay. And just think for a second about the woman that brought me into the business. And when I was 23 years old, she had no idea where I would land in this business. But when she brought me in because I wanted so much Tupperware and I couldn't afford it. And she knew that. And so she told me I could get this free Tupperware or I could have this opportunity kit. And if I took the opportunity kit, I could get a discount on everything else I wanted. And this little girl that was 23 years old and had a husband was working 3 to 11, 11, 7, 7 to 3, and he was working three side jobs because I had two babies at home, knew that I could not afford to buy full price items. And so I knew that either I had to have a party every week to get all my Tupperware I wanted in my kitchen, or why not have a party? Go ahead and join the business, and then go ahead and date parties. And when I go do those parties, why not use the profit that's not already part of the family budget? Use that profit to buy the Tupperware that I want at a discount. Duh. Okay. And so I decided to make it my quote unquote new hobby in Tupperware. And so I came in to make it my hobby. I literally gave up ceramics and said to my husband, I won't do ceramics because that was my night out. I won't do ceramics anymore until I'm done with this Tupperware thing. And so, guess what? I've never done ceramics since, but I won't do ceramics anymore until I'm done with this Tupperware thing. And that way I will use the money to get the Tupperware that I want in the kitchen and I need in the kitchen. I had two babies. I needed Tupperware. I needed airtight containers. I needed cups that weren't going to break with my babies trying to drink from them, and I wanted the good stuff. I didn't want to buy cheap stuff. All right. And so I will tell you that it made a difference and it totally changed my life completely. When I started making great money and Jimmy recognized it and was so proud of me, he was looking at me like, knowing that I came in the business to quit, I was only going to do it for a short time. He looked at me and said, "You're not quitting." I go, "Oh, okay." Because he was like, "Oh, babe, no, no, no. We're doing this now." All right. And so just know that you can change lives, but I'm just here for a discount. Of course, people come in for a discount all the time. Don't let that bother you. Love on them. All right. Bring them in the door. Maybe they'll want more. There's no better discount than that Tupperware offers for recruiters. Right now, you can sign up people and you're getting for $10, a new product that I'm promising you, if you don't get it for $10, you're going to buy it. All right. You're going to buy it at your 25% off, but you would much rather get it for $10. Okay. And so just know that the other thing about that is you are, if you get two, you get to add more for the same $10. And if you get three recruits this month that qualify, well, this week, actually, it ends Wednesday night at midnight, that qualify with 150 before the end of the month, the 31st of August, then you're going to get all three of these product sets that you want for the same $10. So that's just nuts not to do that. All right. So keep talking, and bring them in, bring them in. I'm not telling you to bring them in to build champion, although it will. I'm telling you to bring them in because this is product you're going to get. You're a Tupperholic like me. You want it. You know you want it. All right. If you're on this call, girl, you're going to want it. So bring in the recruits, help them hit their 150, and so that you're going to get all of that stuff for $10. Okay. And I'll be honest with you. If they are great recruits, great. If they are not great recruits, but you brought them in and you got your mission done and you got your product for the $10, you know why I'm excited about that? Because I want you to have that product in your hand. And I want you to have that product in your kitchen. And I want you to be able to talk about that product. And I want you to be able to go live with that product. So, you know what? Bring them in the door. Maybe they want more. Forget about all the red tape and forget about the fact she won't. Forget that. Bring them in the door. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Bring them in the door. All right. All right. So, 10 reasons people will say yes. All right. The number 10 reason, they want income control. All right. They want to be able to have money in their own pocket. You know, so many times people are, working this job, working a full-time job, their husband's working a full-time job, but they need that little bit of extra to get them through. And it's so sad because survey tells us that people lose homes because of a lack of $100 extra a month. If they had another $100 a month income, they could stay in their home. That's pretty sad, guys. Okay. And so, you know, that could be changed. That could be a life changer. You could offer that life changing experience for people to bring in, you know, how much does it take to sell $400 for the Tupperware through social media or girlfriend talk or going live? How, you know, seriously, because that would be $100 profit extra in the home. The number 9 reason, um, people come into the Tupperware business, and this is why Nancy Lagan came in the business, fundraisers. She wanted to do fundraisers to help her organization at the time. And so she decided to join Tupperware because why not? If she was running the fundraiser, she could give the profit for the fundraiser, but she could also give her profit. And it was her charity that of choice, and she wanted to give all the profit. So when you date a fundraiser, you always have that option of talking to the person that wants to run the fundraiser by coming into the business, and even more profit would go to the organization. Now, obviously, that's walking away from some money for you, but is it really when she gets excited about the business and starts doing fundraisers for other people and starts bringing in that income? And so, don't sometimes we have a tendency to be staring at, you know, my if I hold my finger up and I stare right at my finger, everything else is there, but I can't really see it real well. But if I bring it all the way up here, close one eye and bring it all the way up here, I can't see all of that. And that's what we do. Sometimes we're looking right here and not seeing all of this when our vision needs to be opened up because there's so much more that can come from that. Online party opportunity. And right now, this is a really big reason, and it's number 8, probably ought to be moved up. But online parties, we've got our Tupper Live coming, we've got TikTok opportunity. This business is a social media business in full swing, but it still's available for the home party and the person one-on-one business too as well. Recognition. People love to be told they did a good job. All right. And I have to share something with you. I loved Tupperware immediately when I joined. And one of the reasons why, nobody got excited when I mopped the floor and it was really clean. Nobody came in the door and said, "Oh, good job. You did awesome." But I could sell Tupperware and have a great week. And guess what? Somebody said, "Good job. You did great." All right. And so it felt good to be appreciated. It felt good to be recognized. And it's not that I was recognition driven, it just felt good. All right. It just was like, yeah, thanks, And so number 6, um, you get to do this business your way. All right. And that's another reason why people join the business. They get to make the decision to do the business their way. So if you love in home, if you love social media, if you love, just literally door to door, I always call it the Avon plan. And it's not a knock on Avon. I don't care, not at all. Okay. I call it the Avon plan because I get a little order here, a little order there, a little order here, a little order there. And that's the Avon plan to me. Okay. And if that's your style, do it. Okay. Do it, do it, do it. If you like to do a party where you have 8 people in one room and you sell a large amount at one time, do it. If you want to do social media where you're sitting at your desk or standing in your kitchen, do it. If you want to do fundraisers, do it. If you want to do events where you go to an event and sell $1,000 worth of Tupperware in 2 days, do it. Okay. So you get to pick. You get to pick, you get to be the boss, and you can do all of it. I always like to say, you can come in and choose your style. And should you decide ever to pick up one of the other tips, there's no extra charge for you. You get all of them for the same price of that one kit.
Mhm. So true.
Isn't that silly? But it works. All right. All right. So flexible schedule. You're going to make your time, your schedule. Sampling. And our sampling today looks different. Now we call it early access. It means that you get to buy it first. And so you're going to see that roll out real soon, where early access is going to start happening for you, where before the product is released, we're going to give you early access in hopes that that product gets to your home before it actually kicks off the day publicly. And it's going to be a great reason to want to stay active so you can get early access. Okay. Because inactive people cannot buy early access products. The other thing about that is that's going to get stronger and stronger as we move forward, because that's where Tupperware is headed. It is the regular retail minus your 25% discount, but it is the opportunity to buy before anybody else. Okay. So that's fun. And then number 3 is the Ready Set Activate program. People like that. If you show them that they're going to get a total of $300 worth of vouchers they can use on anything they want, they're going to get excited about it. I don't recommend that you say in your first month you're going to get this if you do this, and your second month you're going to get this if you do this, your third month you're going to get this if you do this. No, I would say if you really wanted to grow your business and you really wanted to work with a new recruit, you simply say, keep it simple. I always like the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. Or you can say, keep it simple, sweetheart. All right. So, but letting them know that in their first 3 months, they can get over $300 worth of vouchers to go ahead and use towards any product they'd like in the full line catalog. All right. Full price items. So, and that is the drawing point where, 25 here and 15 here and 75 here or whatever it's not nearly as compelling and a little bit confusing. All right. All right. And say the opportunity to grow a business is number 2. People really want to have their own business, the American dream. All right. And that's what Tupperware has. But you know what the number 1 reason why people join this business, and the survey tells us after people surveyed? You're not going to believe this. You.
Oh,
Yeah. The number 1 reason people join the business is because they like the person that brought them into the business. Wow. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And so this comes from surveys done by Tupperware to find out why people joined the business. And that comes down to the bottom top answer, you. And so be the person God made you, use the tools your mama gave you, and shine. Get out there and shine and let people know what you have to offer. And, just build relationships. And so that is so important for all of us to recognize the top 10 reasons why people join this business and get busy, because you've got until Wednesday night at midnight to get people in for $5. Jenny, did you have something to say?
Well, Charlotte said that she thinks what slows her down asking people is she's not sure they will do what she wants them to do. So let me tell you what Pam Clift has told me for 11 years. Help them do what they want to do, and they will end up doing what you want them to do.
Yeah. And you know what? Brownie Weiss said it also. if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll never want for anything. It's a pretty famous statement that she actually got from, I can't think of the guy. Jan knows him. But anyways, it's a pretty famous statement. Brownie Weiss also said that you don't have to worry about anything in the rest of your life if you help enough other people get what they want.
Zig Ziglar.
Thank you.
Zig Ziglar, thank you, Jan. I mean, Jan.
It was Jan. I was reading Jan's comment.
You were. That's why I said that. All right. Zig Ziglar, an amazing guy. Amazing guy. If you've never read his books, guys, I don't care if it was written 20 years ago. They are just as profound today as they were the day they were written. His books are amazing. Okay. All right. Anybody else have something they want to add to recruiting and building relationships? All right. So this call every single Monday morning is just to get your fire burning, remind you what's going on. All right. Yes, Christina, you're
finally
finally
on.
on.
I'm
What?
finally on. I had to get on my other computer.
Okay.
Perfect example. I brought somebody back into the business that she didn't do much of anything before. She's got 4 small kids. She works 3rd shift. We spoke the other day and she said, I do want to do this. So we got her back in the computer for $5 and we're going to get together this week to get her 150 in, but she has to sleep during the day for a while.
Okay.
And the kids go back to school this week. So she said the older ones will be back in school. So we'll be able to talk a little bit better. So just call those people that you think dropped out because they just didn't want to do it. They may have just had a bleep in their life. I was one of them. I joined in 1980 and I left for 5 years and came back. So you never know what's going on in their life. They may want to make some more money now. You never know.
Yeah. Absolutely reach out to people that worked with you before because they're already trained partially, first of all, which makes it super smart on your part. But also, they already like Tupperware. If they were part of it before, they like Tupperware and they'd probably like to see the new stuff. And we're getting ready to release a brand new campaign. And there's teasing all over social media. If you've watched Doug's page, he's got all kinds of teasing with a big box with a question mark on it. We're getting ready to release something big. Okay. And relationship building is extremely important. And just a couple points about relationship selling. You can have all of the knowledge and all the experience in the world, but if you aren't relatable or people don't like you, you will struggle with recruiting. So people need to like you. Like, know, and trust factor is really important. So what are you doing every single day to build the like, know, and trust factor? Let me tell you, have you checked out Jenny Cheatham's page? That is building a like, know, and trust factor that will actually aid her in recruiting, whether it's right now or later. Sometimes we plant and we sow and we harvest later because usually when you plant a seed, you don't pick a tomato tomorrow. Okay, so just know that. We are professional storytellers. Craft your story, make it really compelling. Put it in ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT spits out back, and so that it might add some fun to it. Not that you use the ChatGPT version, but it'll spit stuff out that'll be like, oh, I could add that in there. And so you recreate, all right? And then also be confident in the business kit and the opportunity for growth and your ability to help others achieve goals. I love Angela Robaugh. She will say, we really ought to get together and have a Tupperware party. I'm really good at $1,000 parties and we can get you a lot of product. What did she just tell that potential host? It's not about you and you don't have to worry about being good or bad at this. I'm really good at $1,000 parties. Okay. How profound is that? Confidence is contagious. And you may need to borrow somebody else's confidence. You can borrow mine if you'd like to build this business. Okay. Be brave. I will tell you, I tell you all the time, I'm a believer and it's going to spill out of me. Right. Some of you will like that. Some of you won't, but it's just who I am. And I love who you are and it's allowed to spill out of you. But I will tell you, one of my favorite verses is, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? And so I put that right there on my desk every single day. I look at that. You can even see coffee stains on it. How do I get that up to the camera? See my coffee stains? But have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? And that's Joshua 1:9. And so just something to me that speaks volume when I'm feeling the stress or fear, I have that. I also have this: be brave, work hard, be brave, work hard. All right. So have your whatever makes you step out of your comfort zone every day. Okay. Focus on what people need in order to make an informational decision about your business. Avoid a verbal vomit. Don't throw up on them. Don't tell them everything. They don't need to know everything, just what they need to know. And selling is telling, recruiting is listening. Okay. And so when you go to recruit, you need to listen. What is she telling me that Tupperware can make better for her? Okay. Foremost common questions people will ask is, how much time does it take? How much money can I make? How much does it cost to get started? And how soon can I start earning income back? Those are the four things that people want to know. Those are questions you already know the answer to. How much time does it take? How much money can I make? How much does it cost to get started? And how can I start earning money? How fast can I make money? Okay. And and honestly, when I'm recruiting, one of the closes I use is, how quick do you want to make money? And it just lead people don't women don't like to say yes. We've been told since we itty bitty to say no, and don't do that, and no, and don't let people take advantage of you. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. And so we're taught and trained, and the first response we give is no. And so don't make a woman say yes. Don't make her. Just say, how quick do you want to make money? Okay. So don't make her say, yes, I want to sell Tupperware, because you might not get it. All right. But she will join, and she will start making money if you handle it the right way. I always call it, it's kind of like romancing my hostess. I will romance her right into my team. And I will just love her every step of the way and encourage her and say, hey, you could join our team. Would you like to make money? Who was going to say no? I don't want to make money. All right. So there. But like I said earlier, you want to plant, you want to water, and you want to harvest. Everything doesn't happen in a day. You start planting seeds. Relationships take time, but they are absolutely what will sustain your business. I will share with you, relationships are the reason why Champion is what Champion is. It is relationships. And if you were here on this weekend, you saw that firsthand, that we care about each other. We care about success. We want you to be successful. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like or how many horns you have on your head. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I will help you. And I will tell you, even as a brand new Tupperware um, manager, my first level, is I kept thinking, how can I help people? How can I help people? Until my demonstration would start out. My name is Pam Clift. And before the party's over tonight, you're going to look at me and say, oh my word, does that woman get excited about plastic? I do. And before the party's over tonight, my goal is that I help you. I will either help you come up with new ideas for your home, new recipes, new ideas for dinner. I want to help you come make life easier in the kitchen, take away the stress of making a meal, or I will help you have a Tupperware party and get some free product so you don't have to pay out of the family budget, or I will help you increase that family budget and you can join my team and I will help you grow a business. So before the party's overnight, my goal is to help you. How can I help you tonight? Let's get it started. Why can I say that like that? Because I've said it 1,000 times. All right. And so write your I story, write your beginning. And if you're typing it in a messenger party, or if you are standing up in front of a crowd of 5 ladies, just be bold, be loud, be proud, be you. And I also want to tell you, you don't have to be me. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to look like me or Jenny or Loretta or Bonnie or Ellen or any of our top leaders. You don't have to be like us. You have to be you, because there's people out there that are looking for you and want to be part of your team. and you just look for them. And when you don't find them and somebody says, no, I don't want to do it, not your people, walk away. Walk away. Who cares? Next. Okay, some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Next. All right. All right. So make it and update it. Always, always, always write a list of people that you want to be working with. I call it the dirt list. Okay. And the dirt list is a list of people who who love you so much. If you were selling dirt, they would buy it. Okay, make your dirt list. And those are the people that love you. They're going to be your go-to people. They're going to be your people, you know, if it's a brand new product, they're going to want to buy it, or they're going to have a party to get it free, or they're going to let you show it off in their home. They're on your dirt list. They love you so much, they buy your dirt. All right. Ask each person on your dirt list to participate in a call with your business leader and hear the information about the Tupperware business. And I would love to do that for you. If you want to run a call where I am sharing with them what they could have in Tupperware, should they choose to do it, I'm in. We set a time and a date, and you don't have to feel like they're coming to a call with 50 other people. No, they're coming to a call with your people and me. You, me, and your people. I'm in. Okay. So you just set it up, and we will go through the 4 common reasons why people sell Tupperware. We'll go through 4 common questions that people have if they want to sell Tupperware and why people sell Tupperware. Make it and update it. Always add names to your dirt list. When you find people that you feel are your people, add them to your dirt list. Okay. And then also you have your chicken list, the people that you're scared to contact, but you'd really like to have them. And that's when you start working on creating a desire in them to want the product by just being there, by showing it like Jenny's doing right now. So your dirt list, your chicken list, super important for you to make. Remember, the calls that you make on these aren't calls anymore. Most of the time they are message, text, or messenger. Unless you work with them and you can just kind of approach them or say hi to them different ways every single day, or have your product around them and you do it different. Okay. So bottom line is, I just wanted to remind you that your chicken list is definitely an important list, just as important as your dirt list. So make both. And because sometimes there's people on I have to tell you, there's still a girl on my chicken list. And I've known her the entire time I sold Tupperware. She's still there because I'd still love to work with her. But she's still on my chicken list. And I'm really not a chicken to approach her. I just haven't had the magic words yet. But someday it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right. So funnel through those people, and just it's kind of fun to have a wonderful 100 list of 100 names, but kind of divide them: dirt list, chicken list. But everybody on that wonderful 100 list doesn't make one of those lists. They might just be in the middle. Circle your top 10 that you really want to work with, and kind of make sure that you're reaching out to them. And today it would be sending them a recipe. Hey, we got this new recipe. I'm loving it. I know you have the pressure cooker. I thought I'd send it over. Be in their face without being in their face. Be kind. Create the environment you would want to be part of if you had a Tupperware lady. Okay. All right. So who enjoyed the call today? Who's ready to knock it out of the park with recruiting, bringing some new people in? Make your list, your chicken list, your dirt list, and let's get it started.
Doing
Okay.
it today.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. I love it.
If
I'm
you're
so
going
glad.
through your contact list on your phone, start with the K's today. Start with the K's and go to the end, because whenever you start with the A's, you don't ever get to the K's, ever.
Good point.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good.
I
Hi,
know, I
Anita.
wanna-
I'm so glad you joined us today. Boy, the sky looks pretty behind you. That's beautiful. Yeah. All right. And this call every Monday morning, we'd love to have you be part of it. It is not a call of with 50 people on it. It is a call with the people that want me and want to have the camaraderie, the teamwork, and want to hear from each other. And so Rebecca's always here. Honestly, Gina is always here, and she had to get off. She was at a doctor's appointment. Melissa's always here. Jenny's always here. You can count on, Christina and Pam being here every time they can. Pam does a lot of vendors events, and so she might not be here, but usually Monday mornings is free for you, right, Pam? Yeah. She has to set an alarm to remind her.
So do I.
Me too.
That's okay. That's okay. Set your alarm and you can set your alarm to go off every single Monday morning at 8:30 to remind you of the coaching call.
Yep.
All right. And I just really want to tell you, I am so blessed to work with you. Thank you guys. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
We're blessed to have you.
Oh, thank you. Well, please
yes.
spread the word. All of you that have come in from Explosive Power. Thank you, Jan, for doing
And
all.
Jan, we were blessed to have you too. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes.
Jan's
And Jan
awesome.
gets to stay with us. You don't lose Jan. You get me and Jan.
Yes.
I told Jan she's stuck with me.
I know, right?
She is. She is. All
It
right.
is.
Let me tell you, we have been friends for way too long for her to walk away from me now. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. And in her retirement, which is really not retirement, it's retreading. I want to produce the perfect environment for her to love what she's doing now and not have to walk away for what she's loved all her life. So that's what we're doing. Okay,
I
guys?
agree.
All right, guys. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Great seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.